Lord Callanan's here for the government this morning. Hi, it's good to see you. Thanks very much indeed for joining us on the programme. I wondered if I could possibly start with what's happening in Gaza. And we're hearing from the Catholic Church that a church was targeted in Gaza, an IDF sniper killing 2 women. What does the government know about what happened?
I don't think we see any details of that yet. It's an incredibly difficult situation on the ground. But, David Cameron has urged the Israeli government to make sure in these ongoing operations to counter Hamas that they respect international law, that they are incredibly careful about avoiding civilian casualties. But it's a very difficult situation because, of course, Hamas are operating from underneath hospitals, from within civilian areas. I don't know the specific circumstances of that. But
are you aware of the incident, Minister?
I don't know about that particular.
Well, you should know about it. It's been all over the papers all weekend. It's absolutely outrageous. The Pope has called it terrorism.
We've urged the Israeli government to show restraint where possible and to respect international law.
The Pope's called it terrorism.
I don't know the details of that particular incident. I'm sure the IDF will want to investigate it, but clearly any civilian deaths are appalling, and we would send our sympathies to the families of those
involved. As I said, you should know about it, Minister. You're now calling for a sustainable ceasefire in the Middle East. Why the change of position in the government?
The position is that we want a sustainable ceasefire. An immediate ceasefire, of course, would lead Hamas in charge in Gaza. And they've said that they want to continue operations against Israeli civilians. So Israel has the right of self-defense, as any country do. But of course, in the long term, there has to be peace. There has to be a sustainable solution. And that would involve an Israeli state and a Palestinian state, hopefully living in peace and harmony. Although that's incredibly difficult at the moment.
So what does a sustainable ceasefire look like?
It means that Hamas would be eliminated. They would not be in control of Gaza. Hopefully a peaceful Palestinian government would coexist alongside Israel.
How do you eliminate an ideology?
It's impossible to eliminate an ideology, but of course you can take action against those who are perpetuating the violence, and we saw the horrible situation that existed in October the 7th, when Israeli civilians were attacked, they were killed, they were beheaded, they were raped, and any civilized government, as Israel is, would have to take action to try to recover the situation.
Where does the obliteration of Hamas stop?
In what respect, sorry?
Well, do you go into Qatar? Does the IDF go into Qatar to get the heads of Hamas that are sheltering there at the moment?
Well, their immediate concern, of course, is dealing with the problems in Gaza.
What about, you said, obliterating Hamas? I'm asking you about the leaders of Hamas that are in Qatar in a 5-star hotel. Do they stay there?
I think it's a matter for Israel how far they take it. But at the moment, their concern, of course, is with Hamas that are in Gaza.
Ben Wallace, former Defence Secretary, says in The Telegraph that Israel risks losing legal authority for its war in Gaza by what he called its killing rage. Do you agree?
I don't think I'd want to go as far as Ben has on that. Clearly, Israel has the right of self-defence. They're conducting an incredibly difficult operation with terrorists that, as I said, are operating from underneath hospitals, that are sheltering in civilian areas. And it's a horrible situation on the ground. And I'm sure Israel are using all the restraint they possibly can.
So he's gone too far, Ben Wallace, has he?
I don't think he's gone too far. There are different opinions on this, but from the government's point of view, we have called, as you saw from David Cameron over the weekend, for a sustainable ceasefire, which is a ceasefire that leaves Hamas not in control of Gaza, that hopefully shelters the Israeli population from the awful terrorist attacks that took place.
What would you like to say about your colleague, Baroness Moan?
I can't comment on the details of the case because obviously it is there are both criminal and civil legal actions ongoing, she has to speak for herself. I watched the interview yesterday. I think she should have declared her involvement in that in the House of Lords register, and there is guidance available for that.
She's an acknowledged liar. Should an acknowledged liar have the rights to make laws for all of us?
Well, I think she's on suspension from the House of Lords at the moment.
But she can return?
I would hope that she would see sense. Let's wait and see what these cases come out with. Make sense of her situation. All of the legal actions at the moment will need to run their court. That's a matter for her to decide what she does. But let's wait and see the outcome of the various court cases that are ongoing.
Well, I put it to you again then, my lord. She's an acknowledged liar. Should she have the right to make laws that govern all of us?
I would hope that she would not be coming back to the House of Lords.
Talk to me about new support for energy bills.
Well, over the last year, we've spent billions of pounds on energy support. Over the last winter, we said we paid about half of everybody's energy bills. What we want to do now is progress the £6.5 billion that we're spending over this Parliament. £6 billion has already been announced for from 2025 onwards to insulate more properties, to subsidise the installation of heat pumps, etc. And this is an ongoing area of government concern.
Thank you for joining us, my lord. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.